Wasbir, historic visit there, first by any Assam Chief Minister. So how significant is it, Wasbir?
Absolutely. First of all, let me tell you, this is a very historic visit of Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma to Bhutan because this is the first visit by any Chief Minister of Assam to the neighboring Himalayan nation of Bhutan. Bhutan shares a 267-kilometer long border with Assam, and there has been always a very cordial and warm relations between the people of Bhutan and the people of Assam. Of course, Bhutan has been a traditional ally of India, and now, the big story at this point is that Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma landed in a Drew-Care flight from New Delhi at Paro shortly before 3 p.m. IST, and he was received at the airport by Leonpo D.N. Dhungyal, Bhutan's foreign minister. He was accorded a red carpet welcome at Paro, and then his motorcade drove about 45 minutes distance from Paro to capital Thimphu. Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma is accompanied by his wife Riniki Bhuya Sharma, who is the chairperson of the Pride Group, Northeast India's biggest media conglomerate. There are several top Assam government officials accompanying him, besides representative of trade and industry bodies like the Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Upon arrival at Thimphu, he was driven to the La Meridian Hotel, where he is going to stay during the 4 days that he is going to be in Bhutan. He was accorded a cultural reception at the lobby of the hotel, where the several other ministers and dignitaries had received him. But at this point in time, the big development is that the breaking news is that Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma and his team is going to have a high-level business meeting where they're going to make a presentation on Advantage Assam 2.0. This presentation is significant because it comes ahead of the Assam Infrastructure Investment Summit that is being held in Assam in the month of February, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is expected to attend. Now, in this meeting in Thimphu that is going to begin a short while from now, Bhutanese Prime Minister Mr. Charing Topge is going to be present, apart from the Foreign Minister Mr. D.N. Dhungyal, the Trade and Industry Minister of Bhutan, the Power Minister, and most importantly, of course, the Chairperson of the Royal Privy Council. Now, it is going to be a 100-member gathering that will comprise top business leaders from Bhutan, apart from dignitaries and opinion makers of Bhutan. This meeting that Himanta Biswa Sarma and his team is going to make a presentation on Advantage Assam, which is, and as I said, this meeting in Bhutan is coming ahead of the investment summit that Assam is hosting in the month of February, that will be attended by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now, Bhutan has accorded a very, very special treatment to the Chief Minister of Assam, considering that Assam is the closest Indian neighbor of Bhutan and shares, as I said, a 267-kilometer long porous border. In fact, most of the roads, almost all the roads to Bhutan connecting to India and including one part of Bhutan to another crisscrosses several Indian states and Assam included. There are several roads that go into from Assam that goes into Bhutan, and if a person from Bhutan has to travel to another part of Bhutan, at certain stretches they have to go via Assam. So this is the closeness between the two countries. Now, there's a special bond that was forged between Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma and His Majesty King Jigme Khesar Namgyal Wangchuk, because in November last year, the king also made a very historic trip to Assam because he was the first Bhutanese monarch to have visited Assam, despite the closeness of the two countries, the closeness of Assam and Bhutan. That November visit had struck a chord among the people in Assam. The King Jigme Khesar Namgyal Wangchuk, as I said, had struck a chord during that visit in Assam. And he had met Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma more than 2 times during that visit, and they struck a rapport. That is the background in which the Bhutanese government had extended this special invitation to Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma to be the chief guest at Bhutan's National Day celebrations tomorrow, where His Majesty the King is going to give his customary annual address to the people of Bhutan. And Bhutan, as you know, is a tiny Himalayan nation of roughly about 800,000 people nestled in the Himalayas, one of the last pristine carbon neutral state in the world. Now this visit, as I was saying, the Bhutanese government has accorded a very high significance to Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma's visit, and that is no wonder the Prime Minister and the Foreign Minister themselves going to be present at the Advantage Assam Business Meet that Dr. Sharma and his team is going to present a short while from now in Thimphu. Tomorrow morning at 8:15 Indian Standard Time, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma will arrive at the grounds where the National Day celebration is going to be held, and where His Majesty the King is going to address the gathering, where Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma will be the chief guest in that meeting. Now, thereafter, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma will call on Bhutanese Prime Minister Mr. Chering Tobgay and have lunch with him. That is the plan. And later in the afternoon, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma will reach and his team, accompanied by his wife, will reach Tachijong, that is the official residence, and that is the seat of power in Bhutan, the Tachijong, where His Majesty the King receives foreign dignitaries. And upon his arrival at the courtyard, there will be a ceremonial procession that will leading Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma to have that meeting with His Majesty the King. And later on the 18th, that is on Wednesday, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, apart from other engagements, will have a private meeting with His Majesty the King, where the King Jigme Khesar Namgyal Wangchuk is granting an audience to Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma and his better half, Riniki Bhuya Sharma, who is the chairperson of the Pride East group in the Northeast. Now, these are the major programs of Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, and as I said, the direct meeting with the Prime Minister and meeting the King, His Majesty the King, and a private meeting with His Majesty the King. All this goes to signify that Bhutan attaches great importance to India, and Bhutan attaches great importance to its nearest neighbor, that is Assam. Priya.
Right. Wasbir, how significant is the business meet, the address by Assam Chief Minister today, taking into account that the Gelephu mindfulness city will come up soon, just across the Assam border?
Well, yes, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma is also going to be given a presentation by Mr. Lote Chering, the former Prime Minister, who is currently the governor of the Gelephu Mindfulness City. As you know, Gelephu Mindfulness City is coming up in Gelephu over a 2,600 square kilometer area, and that Gelephu Mindfulness City is just on the border with Chirang district of Assam, and it is just about 56 kilometers by train from Kokrajhar, and about 30 kilometers from the district of Chirang. So it is right on the border with Assam that Bhutan is having what it calls the Gelephu Mindfulness City. It is a vision of King Jigme Khesar Namgyal Wangchuk to build up a modern city with all infrastructure, but in sync with the Himalayan ecosystem, in sync with Bhutan's ecology, without harming the country's ecology. So this is a very unique city that is going to come up in Gelephu, and already top investors from around the world have shown interest in the Gelephu Mindfulness City. And His Majesty the King had several rounds of talks with Indian Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi, and the last was being less than a fortnight ago when the King visited and met Prime Minister Modi for the second time in about 2 months to discuss, among other things, the Gelephu Mindfulness City. So and as I said, the governor of the Gelephu Mindfulness City, Mr. Lote Chering, is going to give Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma and his team a presentation of the King's vision of what the Gelephu Mindfulness City is going to be, how it is going to be built, what it is going to house, and what will be the significance of the visit. Now, therefore, this business meeting that Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma is going to attend and address a short while from now in Thimphu, which will be attended, as I said, by the Prime Minister of Bhutan, Bhutan, and several top ministers, including the foreign minister, the trade and industry minister, the power minister, and several other dignitaries, several scores of business leaders from Bhutan. This goes well with the Assam's importance the moment Bhutan comes up with the Gelephu Mindfulness City. And I'm sure Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma is going to talk about his plan to go in sync with the Gelephu Mindfulness City, because since if you have a mega city right across the border, that means obviously one would expect that there will be a lot of infrastructure developments across the border in Assam. So this is a highly significant meeting that is going to take place in Thimphu a short while from now. And this investment summit that Assam is hosting in the month of February, which will be attended by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, is one of a mega vision of Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma to boost infrastructure and to make Assam one of the 5 top cities in the country. Priya.
Right, Wasbir, thank you so much for all those details.